President Biden proposed two $10,000 tax credits that would help offset the cost of owning a home, which is, gotten out of reach for a lot of people these days. That announcement comes amid high mortgage rates that makes it nearly impossible for a lot of first-time home buyers. Financial planner Derrick Williams is here to talk about that tax credit, those proposals at least. And if you're interested in buying a first home or trying to sell your starter home, looking for a bigger one, this actually could be a big help. And the thought of getting this through a divided Congress, that may or may not be an easy job to do.
Absolutely. The thing that's going to be tough right now is we are in an election year.
Yeah.
So anything that's going to be trying to get passed is going to be really hard to do before November.
And one side doesn't want the other side to look better.
Yeah, absolutely. But there does seem to be a little bit of steam with this going on, as we've seen interest rates hit about 6.87 was the latest.
Yeah, they went up to 7, then it came back down a little. So it's been tough, and that really does, for some people, make affording a home almost impossible.
Yeah, absolutely. Because what we saw since the pandemic was house rates rise about 27%. So it's opposite of 2008, where there was too much inventory and prices dropped a ton, but we're seeing opposite, where there's not enough inventory and prices of houses have skyrocketed.
And so how would these tax credits work?
So the way the tax credit would work is, the number right now is households earning less than $200,000. If you're a first-time home buyer, you would get a $10,000 tax credit. And also, if you have a starter home, and let's just say, you're upgrading to a bigger house because your family has gotten bigger, you'd get a $10,000 tax credit as well. So right now, they're thinking it might be a $10,000 tax credit for that year that you purchased a house or sell your starter home, or it might be split $5,000 in 2024 and $5,000 in 2025 based on when it goes through Congress.
And there is a difference in a deduction and a tax credit. Tax credit's much better.
Yeah, so tax credit, like if you owe, for simple math, $15,000, that $10,000 goes directly to that $15,000 and, reduces it, versus tax deduction. That reduces your actual taxable income, not the actual tax liability that you might have to pay.
And right now, what is the biggest thing you're hearing from some of your clients, who are trying to get a first home or sell a home?
Right now, it's, what is the timing of it, right? So, my thing to clients right now is trying to be a little patient, because that is one thing that's going to be really helpful, because we are going to see interest rates start to slowly be cut throughout the year, but it's just a matter of, how quickly is that going to be.
And a lot of people are saying, I'm going to go ahead and just bite the bullet and buy a home, because interest rates will come down. I can refinance and get a better rate.
Yeah, there's also that, ideal, as well as, buy the house now and then, refinance in 2 to 3 years. But we are going to see those slowly start to decrease. So if there's no rush to do it, you certainly can't wait. And
it all depends on what the Fed is expected to cut key interest rates later this year, which could ease the cost of borrowing for all types of loans, from mortgages to credit cards.